the Government of National Unity of Libya, Mr. Abdelhamid Dibeiba, in Al Alamein city, and the presidential spokesman Mohammed Al-Shenawi stated that the president welcomed the head of the Libyan Government of National Unity to Egypt, and he emphasized the strong bond and historical relations between the two countries. Also, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi have also focused over the need to intensify the efforts to strengthen those historical ties between the two countries in order to build on interest for both countries, and also expand the cooperation on many fields. Ambassador also Mohammed Al-Shenawi, the presidential spokesman, indicated that President Al-Sisi affirmed that Egypt has always been setting the national security and stability of Libya as first and foremost priority according to Egypt, and also has been working at every utmost effort to fulfill prosperity in Libya and secure good living for the whole peoples of the country. And also Egypt is keen on effecting unity between the two countries and respects the territorial integrity of Libya. For his part, the Prime Minister, the Libyan Prime Minister of the Government of the National Unity, he expressed his appreciation for visiting Egypt and meeting the President, and highlighted the pivotal nature of the relations between Egypt and Libya. And also the two sides discussed different opportunities for joint coordination to maintain the regional peace and stability. And in this regard, they agreed to intensify existing consultations between the two countries to confront regional challenges. Welcome back, and for more details, we're very delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Asmaa Elzieny, Senior Fellow, Global Peace Institute at UK. Good afternoon, Dr. Asmaa.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me.
It's a real pleasure to have you. Let us embark over strengthening the bilateral ties with our brotherly countries like Libya, a dear brotherly country that share historical ties with Egypt and have a strong bond, and we share also mutual challenges. We share mutual aspirations and ambitions. How do you assess the meeting today that was taken by the President, as he warmly received the President of the Libyan Government of National Unity?
This meeting openly and honestly reflected Egypt's view that the security and stability of all our neighbors and Libya namely is part and parcel of our own national security. Egypt is so keen on retaining the stability in all neighboring countries, and Libya is one of the very special that has very special position regarding this situation. This was openly, clearly, and evidently announced during this presidential meeting.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, listening. You can go ahead, Doctor.
Also, this meeting reflects President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and also the Ministry of Foreign Affairs increase in interest that we regain very structural relations with Libya especially, and help in all possible regards to regain stability in Libya.
Right. Of course, we share mutual, as much as we empower and we enforce the Libyan government towards their governmental transition and political transition towards a stable and secure country. We also share challenges together, and we share a lot of conservations together. So how do you assess also this side?
We could say in one word that we consider, Cairo considers that Egypt and Libya is one part. What we face here might be faced there. What is a challenge for Libya is a challenge for us. We all care about our regaining, building peace and regaining stability in Libya, and we care about the people there, the youth, the different fields of interest like security fields, economic cooperation. These are like on one heart in Egypt and Libya. We face this together. We every now and then announce, Egypt every now and then announces that Libya is not going to face its future alone. And actually the Libyan part also announces this, that he is continuously in need to consultation with Egyptian part regarding security issues, education, financial issues. All fields of cooperation is very clear in the relation between Egypt and Libya.
Right. Mentioning the cooperation, they discussed during this meeting the opportunities for joint coordination to maintain the regional peace and stability. So they talked about infrastructural projects. They talked about renewable energy projects, given the fact that Egypt have taken a leap currently in renewable energy spheres and other fields of cooperation that are vital for Libya. If you like to shed light on this also.
Of course, after the increase of Libyan demand on cooperation in different and specific areas of interest, like the field of energy, for example, Egypt is repositioning itself towards Libya and all our neighbor countries and African countries, that we are there for them. Whatever is needed. For example, there is an increased demand for energy projects. Egypt is there. I believe that a Libyan part believes in the capacities of the Egyptian experts in this. That's why this is one of the most important fields that the meeting shed light on, and Egypt clearly announced its readiness to be there for Libyan part in establishing the joint project to enforce the Egyptian-Libyan African cooperation in this area especially, and also, of course, in other fields.
Right. Let me tell you, Dr. Asmaa, that at a time we are witnessing some very critical crisis inside the region that is also threatening the national security of neighboring countries and the Arab world at large, with Israel having its eyes and having its targets on southern Lebanon and in Syria and in Bab el-Mandab, and the chaos that is taking place. We're very much aware of the danger, the possible dangers that are awaiting the front lines or the frontiers of the neighboring countries. So talking about maintaining national security together and unifying our efforts and our strategic interests together, how important is it for a country like, for example, Libya with Egypt?
Among what's happening, these conflicts between all our neighboring, on all our borders, it is crucial for Egypt, and it's crucial also for Libya to confirm that we are one, we are facing the same challenges. The stability and security of Libya is like a part of our own national security. Because just have said, look at all our borders, being Libya, being Sudan, being the Palestine and other Arab countries. What's happening is somehow pushing Cairo to increasingly confirm that we, Egypt and Libya, should have one word regarding what's happening, what these conflicts happening around us. And in the first stage, also the stability and regaining security in our very dear neighbor, Libya. This is very, very clear every now and then, and I believe this is one of the major topics on the table of today's meeting.
On that note, Dr. Asmaa Elzieny, Senior Fellow, Global Peace Institute, UK, would like to thank you so much for your valuable input, and you have a good day. And we're going to go to a short break. Stay tuned for more coming up on Nile TV.